If your battery gets low, there is no passenger key, so the only way to get into one of these cars is going to be the door cylinder on the driver's side. And if that's not working, it's going to take Ocean's 11 to get into this thing. Ask me how I know. So here's what you'll see. You put the key in, nothing happens. Okay, so if you don't have a working key fob and a healthy battery, you're not going to be able to get in. But the first thing we're going to need to do here is pull off the door cylinder. Pretty easy to do. Just pull the little rubber plug. You got a T30 Torx. Once you back that screw off, just go ahead and pull the cylinder out. Might give you a little bit of resistance, but they come right out. The actuator arm is still healthy on this one, so the problem is something in the cylinder. Now we can take a look at this thing. So the kits that are available are BMW kits. This was built by BMW. This is a lubricant. You got a little lithium grease here we're going to use. WD-40, this is not necessarily a lubricant. This is going to be to wash the thing off so we can get a good look at it when we're taking it apart, see what's broken. So we'll go ahead and clean it up. So the cylinder works for the key, but as you rotate it, the actuator arm doesn't move. So we definitely have something broken in there, and we'll get inside and take a look at that. This little pin has to come out. Once you pull that out, you want to not lose that. So put that in a safe place. Some of the kits come with them, some don't. And the only thing holding this together now is spring pressure. That little horseshoe slides out, and you're just going to compress the actuator arm down, relieve the spring pressure. Don't worry, your cylinder's not going to go anywhere, and that'll slide right out. But keep the pressure down, otherwise that spring is going to jump out and try to make a run for it. And now we can start looking at the internals. You can see the spring only has to rotate a quarter turn to lock back into position. And fortunately, this spring's in good shape, so we'll probably end up reusing it. The kit comes probably with more parts than you need. It comes with a spring. The spring's got slightly different positions than the one that's in there. And again, this is for a BMW X5, this kit. Also got some cylinder regulator parts that you might not need. This is what you need. Now the one on the left is for a right-hand drive car, but the one on the right is the one that we're going to use. But we can confirm that by removing the parts of the broken piece that's inside of here. So we'll just use our needle nose. We'll slowly dig things out. And once we get the parts out, we'll match them up and confirm which of the replacement parts we're going to need. There it is. So if we hold these two together, we can confirm the tooth pattern on here is going to match up with this piece. Okay, so take a look at that. Probably if you have a left-hand drive car, that's the one you're going to want to use. So the only grease I'm going to do is I'm just going to pack the bottom of this with a little bit of the grease. And notice how I put it in. One of these arms here is a little bit bigger, and that's the one that's got to go opposite the retaining pinhole. It should seat in place nicely. Now, this is the new spring. I'm just going to put it in here to show you. So it has a slightly different position. It would have to be rotated quite a bit more to be effective. It's also a lighter weight. So the original spring, because it's healthy, we're going to reuse it. And again, we need to rotate that a quarter turn and lock it against the side of the housing where the pinhole goes in. Now, I'm going to show you these little vice grip needle nose, mostly because I didn't find it to be all that useful. What I found is it was far easier for me to just simply use my right hand to do that quarter rotation and hold the spring down, and keep my left hand free to tuck the spring down on the shaft beyond the part of the shaft that has a slot in it, because you don't want the spring to hang up in that little slot. Once you do that, you can push your actuator down. That'll hold the spring in place while you rotate the rod, the actuator, into the position needed to slide the little horseshoe retainer in. And it goes in easy because the spring is not in the way. The spring is what's holding it together now. It's holding it together well enough that we can test it. And you'll notice as we turn the key left or right, it returns to the neutral position, which is what it's supposed to do. So it's now operating correctly. It's also operating the actuator arm. But now we need to put that retainer pin back in. And what we'll do is we'll just get that pin started with the pliers And you can see it sticks up quite a bit. I'm just going to use a flat punch, a tap. That should be enough. So now we're ready to lubricate this thing. And I prefer this Teflon lubricant. You may have a favorite lubricant. Just don't overdo it. Just get enough in there, work it in with the key. This thing's working great. It's got really good action, so it's ready to go back on the vehicle. And this goes in fairly easily. You may have to shimmy it back and forth a little bit, but once it contacts the screw, you can just start rotating it, threading it in. Put your plug back in. And this was a good repair. So now when we rotate the key, we can lock it to the right, unlock it to the left. Everything's working. If this video helped you out, please do give a thumbs up, subscribe for future videos, and to help out anybody else trying to repair one of these, please do share this video. Thanks for watching.